Welcome to another Kirby screencast. The purpose of this screencast is to introduce you to your Edmodo library and backpack. You'll hear teachers call it a library sometimes because in a teacher account that's what it's called. For the student accounts, it's called a backpack. So if you ever hear us say something about your Edmodo library, we're really talking about your backpack. So, the goals of this screencast. I want to make sure you are aware of your Edmodo backpack and the resources that are in it. Also, to show you how to access it on your computer, to show you how to access it on your iPad, and lastly, to remind you that you are responsible for printing and using your reading log each home reading cycle. There have been some students that have not been turning that in, and I want to make sure that you know you are the one who is supposed to be printing that out, filling it out, and turning it in with your reading journal. I'm going to show you in this podcast, in this screencast, how to access that so that you'll be able to do that. So in order to do this, we are going to have to open up Edmodo. So here we are in Edmodo. I'm logged in as Ian because I needed to be logged in as a student in order to show you what you need to see. You'll see up here, right now we're at home. You have progress, backpack, notifications, and settings for your account. Then down the side, you have your avatar if you have one. Ian does not. It tells you who's logged in. Then you have your groups. Ian is in 5 groups: Kirby Math Group, Kirby Reading Group, Carlson 5th Grade, Geigery Advisory, and the Treehouse 5th Graders. And then you have his parent code down there. Also over here, you have your Edmodo Planner. That's the subject of another screencast. So let's look in Ian's backpack, since that's the purpose of this. Inside the backpack right now, Ian has one file uploaded. He also has the option for folders if he has a lot of files, but for one file you don't really need any folders. The backpack is really useful because as you're working on things at home and want to then also work on them at school, you can put them in your backpack and have access to them no matter what computer you're on, as long as you're able to log into Edmodo on the internet. How do you add things to your backpack? Right here is the button, Add to Backpack. Here, if you're uploading a file, you'd simply click Upload and you'd find the file on your computer, and then you'd click Add. But even better, sometimes you might be reading something on a website or some other need for a website and you're wanting to remember what website it is. You can simply copy and paste the link right here and add, and it'll add a link to that website in your backpack. So if you log back into Edmodo later, you don't have to remember what other website it was. You can just simply go right to it. Okay, so that's your personal backpack. In addition to your personal backpack, inside each group, there are folders. I'm going to click on the reading group right now, and right here you have posts and then folders. And inside this folders link, here we have, because this is the Kirby Reading Group, Kirby Reading Resources. This is where I'm putting resources in for you. So inside here you see some videos I've made, some other screencasts, one about home reading journals, one about discussion thread directions, one about the rules of fiction, and also files. Here is where you will find your home reading log. If I click on this, it'll open it up, and here it is. I can print it out right over here, and I can keep track of what I'm reading, how many pages I've read, the minutes I've read, get it signed by mom and dad, and turn it in with my reading journal. If you ever have trouble with your printer at home, you can bring it to school. Well, you don't bring your computer to school, but you can log into Edmodo at school and you can print out your reading log at school. Okay, but I want to make sure that you understand it's your responsibility to be taking care of this. It's right here for you in your Edmodo folder. This is in your folder inside the Kirby Reading Group. It's right there. Okay, you can also watch these other videos whenever you're needing reminders about how to do your home reading journal, how to do rules of fiction, what that means, how that applies to us, all of those kinds of things. Okay, I'm going to go into the Kirby Math Group to show you inside that folder, Kirby Math Resources, we also have videos. Here's one about the story of numbers, 0 and 1, because we were talking about that in class, and also the base 4 number system. I didn't make either one of these videos. These are ones that were just there. I found them and they were there for you to be able to watch. Okay, but we also know that we're going to be accessing Edmodo a lot from our iPads. So I wanted to show you what it looks like on your iPad. So here I am logged in as Ian on an iPad, and you'll see right here it says Ian again up here, and it always starts with posts. And then you see group management, progress, here's the backpack again, and then groups. Right now, I'm in the Kirby reading group, and you'll notice I don't have anything about folders anywhere. That's because on the iPad, it's different. You don't access the folders from the group. Instead, everything is in your backpack. So I just clicked right here on backpack. Here's that one document that Ian has uploaded right now. But then when you look down here, you'll see my folders, shared folders, and attached to posts. He does not have any folders of his own, but he is a member of 6 shared folders. And when I click on that, I see here's his 5th grade. This is for 5th graders. This is fundraising. These are both in the Treehouse 5th grader group. Science Weebly, science information, these would be in one of his science groups. And then here are those other 2 folders, the Kirby Reading Resources and the Kirby Math Resources. If I click on the Kirby Reading Resources, here are those same videos, and here's the reading log right here. So this is how you would access it at school, and then we could help you print it. We'll have to show you how to do that at school, okay? But you access it again on the iPad through your backpack. On the website, remember, it's your backpack is your personal things. This is only personal things. And you have to go into the group to get to folders, to get to the resources. But on the iPad, everything is inside the backpack, okay? So there you have it, how to access your backpack and your folders in library on your iPad and on your computer, and you know how to find the home reading log so that you can print it out and keep track of your reading in your home reading journal. Good luck, and we'll see you online.